Hey guys, it's Chrissy. So, I've come to the conclusion that one of the most annoying things ever is losing your camera. I was going to make videos and take some pictures today because I need to get some more options for my update for Ink Dolls, but no. I have no idea where my camera went. It's not in my room, it's not sitting in my bathroom, it is not downstairs with my parents' computer. I don't know why it would be there. But regardless, it is nowhere and I can't find it and I'm really irritated because I need to take new pictures and it's aggravating me quite a bit. But that's actually not what I wanted to talk about in the videos, seeing as I'm using my phone for this. I obviously had another way to do this. I have had a very interesting last couple days. The other day I was like sitting at lunch and there's these kids, two freshman boys, that just like were staring at me like, I keep looking at myself, I'm sorry. They were like staring at me, like not even trying to hide, just like staring at me and like waving at me and being all creepy. And I was like, what the hell? And so I kind of ignored them even though they did it like all lunch. And then I walked into my advisement class and they were sitting in my class. Their advisement had come into my class and it just had to be theirs. Like of all classes, it was theirs. And so I see them in the back of the room and they start staring and being all creepy and waving at me and I was like, oh dear God. And so I sit down and of course the one day that my best friend is not there, the best friend that you've seen in all my other videos, Colby, the one day she's not there, these kids are in my class and so she's not sitting next to me, so she could not protect me from these creepy little kids who decided to come sit down next to me. And they just like, one of them sat down and was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, why are you talking to me? Like, it was starting to freak me out. And he just like didn't say anything after that. I was like, nothing. And he was like, oh, cool. And I was like, alright. And then they left and that was just like really weird. And then I was walking home actually. And there were these two freshman girls that were walking in front of me and one of them turned around and looked at me, right? And then the other, like, she taps her, like, taps the girl next to her and she turns around and looks at me. And, like, they're, like, staring at me and, like, both of them, like, turn all the way around and stop and look at me and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? And they just, like, turn back around and, like, start walking slower, so it kind of seemed to me like they wanted me to catch up to them, but I couldn't really tell and they were freaking me out and they kept looking back at me. I was like, what the hell is going on? And so I, like, freaked out and like walked across the street and walked on the other side and like walked way ahead of them because they were like being really, really weird. And then this car passed me that had like two like middle-aged men in it, like not my age at all, not even possible. They were older. And they looked like, one of them on the farther side like looks out the window and like yells at me. I don't know what he said, I couldn't understand him. And then flips me off and I'm like, okay, well, that's just great. You're such a sweet person, flipping random girls off on the side of the street for no reason. And then, to make it even weirder, like, I was almost home. Like, I was already irritated with everyone being retarded, and I was almost home, and then this girl and her friend, they go to my school, and I know them, they're both in my grade, like, her friend, this guy that I see all the time, starts yelling at me and calling me a bitch and all this stuff because my friends were calling the girl a ginger, which she is, but anyways, it was ridiculous. And they're all yelling at me and being douchebags and then staring at me and being really creepy, and I was having a really, really weird day. But then I went out on a date with a really cool guy and I had a lot of fun, so it made everything better. But yeah, that is pretty much all I had to tell you guys about, so leave your comments talking about the weird crap that people have done to you, or just tell me I'm pretty. No, I'm just kidding. I love you. I'm not that weird. Okay, bye.